podcast. Today I'm going to be reading some poetry. No Fear, Shakespeare, Hamlet edition. I'm really excited. I really enjoyed this book. I bought it when I was taking a Pilette. Let's go to a more comfortable place. 1 second. Okay, this is better. I don't know how this is working, but I hope it works really well. Act 1, Scene 1. Enter Bernardo and Francisco, two sentinels. Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. Long live the king. Bernardo, you must carefully upon your hour. 'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco. For this relief much thanks. 'Tis better cold, and I am sick at heart. Have you been quite the guard? Not a mouse stirring. Well, good night. If you do not meet Horatio and Merciculus, the rivals of my watch, bid them to make haste. I think I hear them. Stand ho! Who's there? Enter Horatio and Mercilius. Friends to this ground, and liegemen to the Dane, give you good night. Oh, farewell, honest soldier. What hath relieved you? Bernardo has my place. Give you good night. Exit Francisco. Hola, Bernardo. Say what? Is Horatio there? A piece of him. Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marsiculus. What? Has this thing appeared again tonight? I have seen nothing. Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore heaven threatened him along with us and to watch the minutes of this night, that if the apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak of it. Tush, tush, 'twill not appear. Sit down a while, and let us again assail your ears. Though we're so forfeited against our story, what we have 2 nights seen. Well, sit we down, and let us Bernardo speak of this. Last of all, when yond same star that's west forward, in the pole had made its course to loom, and part of heaven where now it burns, Marsiculus and myself, the bell beating one. Enter Ghost. Peace, break thee off. Look where it comes again. In the same figure like the king that's dead. Marsiculus says to Horatio, thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio. Looks not like the king. Mark it, Horatio. Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder. How would be spoke to? Question, Horatio. What art thou, absurd, this time of night, together that fair and warlike form, in which the majesty of buried Denmark did something march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak. It is offended. See, it stalks away. Stay. Speak, I charge thee, speak. Exit Ghost. 'Tis gone and will not answer. How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. It is not something more than a fantasy? What you think on it? Before my God, I might not believe without the sensible and true avouch of my own eyes. Is it not like the king? As thou art thyself. Such was the armor he had on, when he ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when, in angry peril, he smote and selted Polex on the ice. 'Tis strange. Thus, twice before, and jumped this dead hour, with martial stalk, hath he gone by our watch, In what particular thought to work out, I know not, but in the gross and scope of mine opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state. Good now, sit down and tell me, he that knows, why this name strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of land, and why such daily casts of brazen cannon and foreign mart and implements of war, why such impressed shipwrights, though whose source task does not divide the Sunday from the week, what might be toward that heav's sweaty haste doth make the night join labour by the day. Who is it that can inform me that I can? At least, the whisper goes on, our last king, whose image even now appeared before us, was, as you know, by Forderbrus of Norway, the Redo prigged on a most emulate pride, dared to the combat in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay the Forderbrus, who by a sealed compact will ratify the law and heraldry, did forfeit with his life all those lands which he stood seized of the conqueror, against of which a moiety combatant was gagged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Forderbrus. He had been banished as, by the same covenant and carriage by the article designed, his fell to Hamlet. Now, sir, young Forderbrus, of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list of lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that hath stomach in it, which is no other, as it doth well appear out our state, but to recover us by strong hand, and by terms compulsatory those foresaid lands, so by that the father lost. And this, I take, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste and ravage of the land. I think it be no other but e'en so. Well may come its sword, its ponderous figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king that was and is the question of these wars. A mote is to trouble in the mind's eye, in the most high and palmy state of Rome. A little eerie midst of Julius fell, and the grave stood tenants, and sheets dread did squeak in the gibbered Roman streets, as stars with trains and fire drew of blood. Disasters in the sun, and the moist star, upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands, was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse, and even in the persecute feared events his harbours, proceeding to the fates and prolonged to the omen, coming on, have heaven and earth commanded, demonstrated unto our clamorers and countrymen. Enter Ghost. But soft, behold, lo, where it comes again, across it, through it blast me. Stay, illusion. Ghost spreads his arms. If thou hast any sound of use, a voice, speak to me. If there be any good things to be done, that it may to thee do ease and grace me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh speak. Or if thou hast uphoarded in thy life extorted treasure in the womb of earth, for which they say you spirits oft walk in death, speak of it. Stay and speak. The cock crows. Stop it, Marculus. Shall I strike it with my partisan? Do, if it will not stand. 'Tis here, 'tis here. Exit Ghost. 'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, to offer the show of violence, for it is as the air invulnerable, and the vein blows moleculous mockery, and it was about to speak when the cock crew. That's all we're gonna read today. That's all we're gonna read. Let me know if you like this, or I should just stick to my normal stuff. But I kind of like this. Like, I feel like smarter